Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we're gonna learn how to make these amazing cream cheese stuffed red velvet cookies. Oh my gosh, y'all gotta try this recipe. So first we're gonna start by making the cream cheese filling. Now I usually do this the night before, but you can do it earlier in the day. So to my stand mixer, I added some softened cream cheese, and then I'm just gonna allow the mixer to beat it a little bit just to soften it up a little bit more. So once that's been mixing for about 2 minutes, you want to go ahead and add the rest of your ingredients. So I'm going to add my powdered sugar and my vanilla. As your mixer is going, you want to occasionally take your spatula and just scrape the sides into the bottom of the bowl so you make sure everything's getting incorporated correctly. So I took that cream cheese filling and put it into a plastic Ziploc bag and just cut the tip off. Made my own little piping bag, and I'm just gonna pipe some small circles, probably about the size of a nickel, onto a sheet. Once you're done piping your cream cheese, it should look a little something like this. Now I'm gonna put these into the freezer. Remember, you can do this overnight or a couple hours before. You just wanna make sure you give them enough time to get hard. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 350 degrees and then start my dough. So to my stand mixer, I'm going to start by adding my softened unsalted butter. If it can come out the thing. Hold on, y'all. Alright, so now I have my butter in the stand mixer. Would make a lot of sense if I added the attachments, right? Hold on. Alright, now we're back in business. You want to turn your mixer on high and allow it to start creaming your butter. After about 2 minutes, it should be all soft and you can add your sugar. Y'all know the drill. Take your spatula, scrape the sides into the bottom of the bowl. This ain't nothing new. Once you get it all to the bottom of the bowl, turn your mixer back on for about 3 more minutes until it's all soft and combined. Now you want to add the rest of your wet ingredients. So I'm going to add the 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then I'm going to add my eggs. So now I'm going to remove that hand mixer just to make sure that I'm going to get all our wet ingredients combined. We want to make sure that egg, the vanilla, that sugar, and the butter is all creamed in just right. Now it's time to add your food coloring. I put below in the description how much I used, but it's totally up to your preference. Remember, you're going to add the cocoa powder, which will make the dough a little bit darker. So if you want a really red cookie, you can always add more food coloring or take it away if you don't want it too red. But who wouldn't want a red velvet cookie to be red? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to take the hand mixer off again and just make sure that I'm mixing all of the wet ingredients together. You shouldn't see any more of that yellow butter or anything. Everything should be red. So at this point, you should know pretty much what color your cookie is going to be. If you're satisfied with it, you can go ahead and move on to the next step. I'm satisfied with this color right here, so I'm going to move on. So I have my sifter. If you don't have a sifter, you can always use a whisk, but a sifter makes it easier. So I'm going to add our dry ingredients a little bit at a time. So I'm going to start with the flour. Then I'm going to add the cocoa powder. The baking soda, baking powder, and the salt. Now I'm going to begin to sift it all together. Remember, if you don't have a sifter, you can always use a whisk. You would just pour all of your dry ingredients into a bowl and whisk it really good to get all the clumps out. Once you've pretty much got everything out of your sifter, you can just dump the rest out. It looks good at this point. So now we're going to take our wet mixture and add it to the dry mixture. So once you get all your wet mixture in there, you want to start to mix it up with your spatula. Hold on, y'all. This spatula not working for me. I need to go get my hand mixer. Much better. So at this point, you want to just take your mixer and mix it all together until all the flour is gone and it looks like one consistent bowl of cookie dough. So this is what it should look like when you're finished. Nice, bright, and red. Now at this point, I want to add my chocolate chips. So I'm using white chocolate chips, but you can use dark, it doesn't matter. So you want to mix that together until it's all combined. Save a little to the side for after we're done baking our cookies. So now here's the fun part. I'm going to take my cookie scooper, and once I put it in my hand, I'm going to create a small little dip in the middle, and that's where we'll put our filling. Now you want to work fast when you do this because the cream cheese will start to melt. Once you fold in the edges, you just want to roll it into a ball, and there you go. There's your cookie. Put it on your sheet and repeat. If you're like me and you need to see things again, I'll always do it a couple times. Scoop your cookie, make the dip in the middle, and take your cream cheese. Put it inside and roll it up. Place on the sheet and repeat. Now you want to bake your cookies for about 12 to 15 minutes. Now this is how they should look when they come out the oven, and they should be nice and soft. So remember those chocolate chips I told you to put to the side? Now we're going to use them. So we're going to take those leftover chocolate chips and just set them on top of the cookie. Look at me, y'all, dropping the chips. Hold on. There we go. So now I've added some chips on top of all the cookies. And at this point, you're ready to eat. All right, y'all, this is my favorite part. I'm gonna take the cookie and break it open. And wow, these cookies are so good. But thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye, y'all.